Hello, everyone. So throughout the day, I've been writing all of the intros in the talk before, getting all of my notes together and being sensible. But unfortunately, now I've been drinking, so I haven't done that this time. So I'm kind of winging this one. Yeah, I hear a lot of people they say like after a couple of beers, their coding is much better. That is not the case for me. It's like I'll sit down and go, I'm going to work on all of my side projects this weekend. I'll just have a beer with it because it's the weekend, and one smell, I'm like, now I'm going to play Rocket League and then fall asleep in my own spit or something. So, I have with me Martin.
Yes, Martin.
So, you have technology here on a table.
Yeah, things. A lot of things.
Why? What's going to happen?
Yeah, basically...
we have no idea.
Yeah, basically we have no idea. But Tim's part of the music, my part of the light show, and we'll see what happens.
So Tim, you're running Ubuntu Desktop. How was that working out for you? That was seeming to go
very good,
really well.
Very good. I love the system.
It's the year of Linux Desktop, yeah?
Yes.
It's going to happen, yeah? Shall I go away and leave you to it? It sounds like a good idea.
No, you can stand on the table if you like.
No, I don't have my beer hand is empty. I need to fix this problem.
You can take mine.
No, you need that one. So, everyone, Martin and Tim!
All right then.
Okay, hello JSConf. I hope you had an awesome day. Yes, of course. So
we work on that, but yeah.
So my name is Tim. I'm a full-stack web developer and a super nerd, and you can find me on Twitter at Pietrusky.
Yeah, I'm Martin. I consider myself something like a creative developer. My Twitter and online name is Useful Think, and yeah, I do all sorts of nerdy stuff here, together with Tim.
So, you might be thinking, why are those guys standing here and not one person for the talk? So, in 2014, I gave a talk at JSConf EU about LEDs and music visualization, and I called this project Nerd Disco. And there I met Martin.
Yeah, and Tim actually inspired me to do a talk at JSConf on the very same spot right before the party. 1 year later, and as you can see there, he was my inspiration to do that. And this brings us to the next point. It's like to make this picture complete with Tim's picture in the back of my picture. Can somebody please take a picture of us two standing there?
Please take out your phone and take some pictures. We want Nerdception level 2. You got it? Okay, thank you.
All right, so let's go.
So yeah.
Part 1.
Part 1. We will start with some music. And what is music? You can say the most simple explanation is that music is organized sound. And this sound can come from everything, like a voice, or an instrument like the guitar, or created digitally. And Archer. If you have this sound and you create music, it's called a sample if you use the music for something else. And so what is a sample? A sample is simply some part of the music that is recorded and you can use it. So a sample is recorded sound. And you can get a sample from everything. Like your little puppy that's playing a saxophone. And you can record this if you like. Or if you eat some slice of pizza and the sound of you chewing it might be awesome too. Or some dude that's surfing an exploding volcano and he's screaming, "Ah, what's happening?" would be a nice sound too. So yeah, let's come to the first demo. We will use a microphone to record a sample. And this is the microphone. And I will switch to my awesome demo. The microphone demo. And please change the screen back to the projector. Not the cam. Please. Thank you.
This thing on? Check, check.
Oh, let me check it. I thought it's working. No, it should, it should.
Check,
So,
check.
one.
Check.
Check.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. So, we can use the microphone. It's connected over USB to my PC. And I'm using the Web Audio API to use the sound inputs and to record some stuff. And in this kind of demo, we need you to create some samples. And yeah, the first thing might be like an ooh. And it will go like this. I will put my hand to the right, and this is the signal for Martin to push the record button. And when I put my hand to the top, you will do the sound. Okay? Do you get it? Okay, awesome. So let's do a test run. Ooh. Awesome. So and now we do the same thing without... Oh, and stop, sorry.
Yeah, I thought so.
Stop. We do the same thing without me doing the sound because it fucks it up.
Okay, once again.
Thank you. So, and the next sound might be awesome, yeah. Okay?
JavaScript?
No, yeah. no, you're fucking up my demo. What is happening? Fuck.
Okay, I say JavaScript, you say yeah, all right?
Okay.
JavaScript.
Nice.
That was awesome.
That was awesome, but now we need the JavaScript too, don't you think? Okay. No, sorry.
Okay, once again.
No, it's fine. Okay. And the next would be Budapest. Is it working too? Yeah, thank you.
Right.
So. Fine. And that's all I need from you guys. And I think I have something else in mind. Martin, didn't you tell me you beatboxed when you were younger? Don't you want to record something from me too? Would be nice. Okay, just do your thing, Martin, please. Thank you, Martin. So what you see on the screen is my very fancy microphone recording demo. And what it does is when you push the record button, the media stream API is used to fetch the audio input stream. And when I push the record button again, it stops and creates a blob. And you can download this blob as a WAV file. And I also create an audio element here, so I can replay it.
Oh, awesome.
So now we do this. And I can also download it and specify a name and whatever sound. And if I hit download, I can download a WAV file. And this is all happening in the browser. Which is super awesome. You should applaud me, please. What the fuck? So, the next demo to create a sample. You can also use the Web Audio API. Oh, what's happening? In combination with a MIDI controller to create sounds programmatically. And this is my awesome synthesizer demo, which looks completely different. And
Fancy design.
Super fancy. Thank you. And what's happening here is, when I push the MIDI controller, I show it to you. One second, please. Why is it so? Okay, no problem. If I push a button here, this should not be happening. Oh, it's because I.
And visualize on.
So what is Tim doing on stage? You can't see it, right? I push something, but you can't see it. Isn't this shitty? So, I have my webcam here. And what I have here is a MIDI controller that is connected over USB to my PC. And because we have the Web MIDI API, I can control any MIDI controller with my browser. And when I open the console, you can see my awesome debug log. And when I push a key, it sends some kind of event to the browser, which I can listen to. And
so it's like mouse down and mouse up, or key down and key up.
Exactly like this. And you can push the keys and create some sound. In this case, I'm using the Web Audio API in combination with 2 oscillators to create sound. And when I push another key, you can see that every key has a unique note, so I can trigger different sounds based on every key, which is awesome. And of course, I have some canvas in the background to create visualization. But this, yeah, just for fun. And we could record this, but I will show you something later. So, we have some samples now. And what should we do with the samples? There's an awesome desktop app based on Electron that's called Loop Drop. And Loop Drop is created by Matt McCack, and you can use it to create electronic music live. And it's open source, and you can find it on loopjs.com. And I will show it to you now, because I can't program stuff like this myself. And this is Loop Drop. And what you see here is, on the left side, you can create setups. And those setups you can create groups of sounds or samples. And I'm removing my awesome piano to show you something else. Yeah, I'm sorry. But it will be happening any second. So, what I have here.
Is the webcam? Yeah.
No, that's not what I want. So now I have another MIDI controller, and it's also connected over USB. And you can see here I have some samples already in my set. And if I push a button, like on the piano, I can create a sound. For example, like this one.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's that?
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
All right.
So, and now I will take my time to get all your samples and put it into Loop Drop. But I will do this in the background. And now, it's Martin's turn.
All right. Then.
Oh.
Oh. Keyboard is still connected. Should see. Oh, this works well. All right. So my part was the light show. And the first thing, I did this at JSConf EU last year for the first time, and I kind of extended on the idea, but who of you was at JSConf EU last year? Not so many. So for the rest of you, just a quick intro what professional lighting is. So there is this one protocol named DMX 512, and it's actually it's the only protocol that is used to control professional stage lighting and basically every piece of stage equipment. What?
Sorry, we don't want to offend you.
Okay, so DMX specifies just 512 channels, hence the name, and each of those channels is just a single byte. Then you have DMX devices, which can be simple floodlights or even more advanced kind of lighting equipment, and they can use up to any number of channels that they want.
Oh, sorry.
Woo.
Sorry.
Okay.
That was offensive. Sorry, really sorry.
Okay. So each of these devices can be independently addressed and has a couple number of channels for all sorts of different functions, like the color, or yeah, you will see. You can, of course, buy such a DMX USB interface, but those tend to be really expensive. So I built one my own out of a food container, an Arduino, and some custom electronics. That did only cost 10 euro or something, so really the cheap way to go. It's, and it works quite well. And having Arduino, which talks over a serial port via USB, I can simply do this. So I have an unsigned byte array, 512 bytes long, and if I now write that byte array to a serial port, that will get sent out as a DMX signal to all the devices here in the room. So, manipulating such a byte array is a bit painful because DMX is a really weird protocol. You can't really keep track of what each of these channels does and what the values mean. So I started to write interface for that I called 512, which simply lets me use all this DMX stuff simply by setting properties on objects. While writing that, I found out that object-defined property is really my friend. But before I explain how all of this works, just moving to this demo here. So what you see, maybe I zoom a bit, yeah, like that. So what you see here is one of those so-called moving head spotlights. So there's in the middle here, it's a regular spotlight, a bit fancy one, but basically just a lamp, and it's mounted within that bracket, and the bracket is mounted on that base, and it has so 2 degrees of freedom, and I can control them like this. So I can adjust the tilt angle, which is rotation around the x-axis, and then there's a rotation around the z-axis, which is called pan. And so this is how such a spotlight can basically move freely around. So now this 512 library I wrote is written in JavaScript, and so it becomes really easy to just put it in the browser and open the WebSocket. The WebSocket talks to the server talks to the DMX interface, sends out 512 bytes of data. So, we now just open this console here, maybe a quick reload, just see. Oh, it says hi, this is nice. So, I can interact with my, oh, maybe I should increase the font size a bit. Is it better? Yeah. All right, so there's this one object I named device registry, and this gives me access to all the devices in a somehow meaningful way. And I can now go ahead and select some devices. In this case, I assign them to a variable named P, and I want all the dot profile. So what this does is it selects all the devices that I named profile from the selection of devices in this room. And you can see there are 4 of them. And they are hanging right up there, the 4 lamps. So I can now assign some values for the pan and tilt, for instance. So they're moving into position. But in order to light them up, there are 2 things about these lamps. I have to open the shutter, which shuts the beam off, and there's still no light. So additionally to the shutter, they also have a dimmer, and so this is now, and it's just an assignment of object property, and I can just adjust the brightness a bit for you in the middle. Or maybe I can adjust the color. So back to full brightness. And this thing accepts actually everything that the CSS specification allows for color values, because those devices have a 48-bit color mixing unit. What else? Yeah, of course, I would like to animate them now, but the problem is I can't type so fast to adjust the pan and tilt values. So now we have it in the browser, right? And the browser has a lot of awesome stuff. For instance, the gamepad API. So what I have here, this is actually a 3D mouse. It's called Space Navigator, and it connects to the browser via the gamepad API, showing 6 axes of freedom that I can adjust. And I wrote some adapter for this. This is called Space Nav Pan Tilt Controls. And I can now just put the moving heads in there, and hopefully, yes. Now I'm able to just play around with them like this, maybe not so much in the audience, more to the stage. All right. Tim, how are you doing?
The samples are awesome. I don't know what I'm doing. I try to fix them somehow, but yeah, the one guy which shouted JavaScript at the wrong time, thank you, it's ruined everything, but...
Okay, so this is all really great, and I could just really go ahead and program animations with these lamps and do all kinds of awesome stuff with it. But I would have to write JavaScript, and what about maybe if I want to do a light show? I would need to have a lot of different settings, and I would need to be able to combine them, like different colors and different positions should be able to manage independently. Maybe I want something like inheritance, and yeah, I actually started trying to do this with a big JSON file, but yeah, turns out using CSS is a way better way to do this. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. So this is what I ended up with, because all these object properties that I already had can now be simply written as CSS properties, and I have this selection of devices which is up front, so I can just do the same that I just did with open the shutter and set a color and set a brightness, pan and tilt values, and write this in CSS. So and this actually is something that does work. I just need to, this is a serial port communicating. So what do I need to do? I need to start the next demo here. Okay, it's doing something. Let's see if it's the right thing. So, this thing has a presentation mode, right? Where is it? Doesn't matter. I will just do it like this. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a CSS file that is currently running in the room. And just to prove this, I actually implemented live reload for this, so I can now adjust this. Well, no, like this. Or maybe a bit more JavaScriptish color here. Oh, there's some aren't even on. Anyway, we can put the color here. This is okay. So all of this is working, but yeah, the thing is, I didn't actually do this just for fun. This is what I actually did. So I have this. I'm writing Sass for this, so I have to use Node Sass to produce some CSS that I can further use. I use a rework parser to take that CSS apart, and so I have that AST, and I then just implemented this aquarium get computed style for the room, which based on what I set as styles. Then creates all the properties for every device and sends them out over my DMX interface. And the next thing I'm going to show you is why I did this. Because I also have such a launchpad here, and I just quickly need to stop that demo. And what was the launchpad? Yeah, makes sense. This is not good. But I know, so just not plugging USB in is a bad idea if you want to. There it is.
Awesome.
Let's start this. Okay, all devices initialized, and now you can see I have this.
The camera's here. Oh no.
Doesn't matter. So I can just push some buttons here, and I have, for instance, this is the all-on button. Then I have buttons that control where the lights are pointing. And I have buttons for color presets, like pure red or yellow or stuff like that. And a lot of more stuff. But in order to fully enjoy what these lamps are doing, it is always nice to have a little bit of fog in the room.
Awesome! Yeah.
So, will hopefully not be too foggy.
No. It's enough. Just right.
Okay. I guess it's time for you to show what you made there, right?
Yeah.
Do you need the dimmer?
Oh, sorry. Please close your ears. Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Okay, need the beamer?
No, you can.
Yeah,
show
this
the
will
next slide.
simply show you the CSS classes that are in use right now. I don't know. Oh, that's good.
Oh, why
Okay,
not?
so what you got there?
Okay, I tried to fix the samples somehow, and I put it on my into a loop job. And when I push some buttons here, I have to find the right rope. Woo! Thank you again. Okay, so and now, don't you think it's time to show our song?
You made a song.
Not really, but I tried to be cool on stage and said song, but it's not a song. Okay, so yeah. We will start with the song. Yeah, okay.
Show your song.
Okay.
Does it do more than that?
Oh, sorry. I was wrong. You have to wait. Oh, fuck, I got that. It's live. No, what the fuck? Sorry. I just used my backup.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and the name loop
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
comes so that I
Yeah,
can loop
yeah.
sounds. Yeah,
Yeah,
when I push
yeah.
the button and I can press
Yeah,
another
yeah.
button and then I can create a loop.
Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah.
We get a bass drum?
JavaScript. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
bass drum.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And now wait for it, wait
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. JavaScript. 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 JavaScript.
So I'm super sorry, this was the first time ever I did this, and yeah, I'm not really a musician, so I hope you didn't recognize. Thank you!